Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here today. I'm, of course, Gregor Guy.
My name's Casey.
And we will be presenting this week's episode of Banghead Financial. Now, obviously, we missed out on last week, or we just didn't record an episode because we were on a Banghead road trip. Anyway, so we didn't give a financial episode last week. So what has been going on over the course of the past 2 weeks? Realistically, not a whole lot. The CPI data did come out on August the 10th. Over the past 12 months, we are sitting at a 8.5% inflation number. Now, this is obviously down from July's number of 9.1, which was tremendous. And I also have been saying that the number will go down due to just off of the fact that fuel prices have gone down over the course of the last month. So 8.5%. Once again, still being lied to.
I think they tried to say that we had 0% or something like that. That's what I heard.
What?
Yeah, that's what I heard that the administration was trying to tell us.
Well, no, they were claiming negative inflation growth, I believe was the term that they used.
I don't know.
So it was a negative 0.6 inflation growth. However, we are still sitting at 8.5% over the past 12 months.
I really don't focus really much, if any, attention on what they tell me. I just offhand heard it.
Well, I mean, you got to pay attention. That way, how else are you going to call it their bullshit?
Well, because I know it's all bullshit.
I mean, that's fair. But, okay, well, think about this. If you're working,
right?
If you are, providing services to someone who is providing payment for said services,
right?
If you haven't gotten an 8.5% raise over the course of the last 12 months, guess what? You're actually losing money.
Yeah.
You are making less than you were 12 months ago to this day.
Right.
Just saying, I mean, it's something to think about, realistically.
I get it.
I mean, and at the same point in time, I don't... Now, I will say that an average, pay raise per year is, average cost of living raise and everything is about like 3 or 4%.
Right. It's not catching up.
It's not going to either.
Right.
Because obviously the corporations will do whatever they can to keep their profit margins as high as possible. They can't realistically just give an 8% pay increase to all of their employees.
I think it's just generally a better option to just look around and see who's willing to pay that amount.
More, yeah.
And you also have to remember, I mean, this is getting a little off topic, but everybody thinks that the grass is greener on the other side. If you're getting paid more, then you're going to be happier, but that's not always the truth.
Yeah.
The truth is that you have to, I mean, I don't know anybody who actually enjoys what they do for a living.
I mean, some people do. Let's be honest.
Well, I mean, those people are probably just sitting around in an office, clicking some buttons and not really doing much anymore.
Or, sitting around at this point in time at their house.
Yeah. But saying that is just because you're making more money doesn't mean you're going to be happy. You might go somewhere, make a ton more money, and they might put a whole lot more stress and crap on your shoulders.
What's the term? More money, more problems?
I don't think that's actually 100% true. I think it's more about the way.
All right. Well, I'm changing it. More money, more stress.
And I do want to say that there is different kinds of stress too, because from one job it might be like a high paced stress level where you're just always going and moving all the time, and you're taking phone calls and having to talk to people. And there's other jobs where it's just the conditions of working aren't as good, and they're just, you get outside influences trying to push you to do more and more. There's just different kinds. It's a different style of stress. Okay.
Yeah, I kind of see what you're saying there. Sure. I'd actually agree with that assessment. Right. So, in the crypto space, I believe we finally have a date for the ETH 2.0 merge, where it will go live on the main net. September 15th. So, we'll have to wait and see what happens there.
Do you think that's going to be a boost? I mean, this isn't financial advice to anybody, but do you think this is going to be a boost, or do you think it's going to drop?
Well, it has led to basically an entire crypto market rally. Just the news that this was upcoming. Now, the original date that I remember was September the 19th.
Right.
And it's gotten, moved forward 4 days. Obviously not that big a deal. The question that I have is, will there be any issues? That could, realistically be a good thing or a bad thing. I mean, if it's seamless transition, good thing, obviously. But if there are problems, I could see that hitting the entire crypto market in
a what kind of problems
bad way.
Are you talking about? Or
what if their network goes down for a day?
Oh, okay.
The entire network, the entire Ethereum network. Most other cryptocurrencies are built on the Ethereum network.
Right. But if it's just going down for a day, is that like a big deal?
Yes.
Okay.
A lot of people lose confidence.
Right. But that would be a good time to buy.
I did see that they were expecting it to go down, the entire network to go down for, I believe the number that I saw was about 5 seconds in order to update the code and everything.
Okay.
But if it stays down longer than that, it could be a problem.
That sounds like a very short amount of time.
Okay.
To be honest, I would have just gone out and said, hey, it's going to be down for about an hour, even if it's only going to take 5 seconds. That way they can run tests.
Like I said, this is just a number I heard from one of the developers. Right. Whether or not that's actually true or not, it's hard to say.
To me personally,
I didn't actually speak to this guy on the phone. I'm just taking a quote.
Yeah, to me personally, if I was holding Ethereum, which I am, I wouldn't go out and say just because the network was down more than 5 seconds. I mean, maybe I'd give them at least a couple days just to figure out their issues if they do have any issues. As long as my stake is still there, it's not that big a deal to me.
Right. Well, I mean, also, at the same point in time, all of the ETH 2.0, stakers,
right?
They will not be. A lot of people think as soon as they merge into the ETH 2.0 realm, and obviously I'm using quotes all the time because that's just what it has gotten dubbed in the mainstream and everything.
Right.
But they, I'm sure a lot of them believe they will instantly be able to withdraw their staked ETH. Now, they will not be able to do that until the Singapore upgrade actually goes live, which is a few more months down the road.
Okay. So everybody's stake's frozen for
everyone's
months?
Stake is still frozen if you have staked into the ETH 2.0.
Okay.
But, at the same point in time, I think that could infuriate some people. I don't know. I haven't haven't really had a poll on this,
Right.
we'll say. But basically, other than that, I mean, it's September 15th. It's going to be an interesting day to watch.
Okay.
So, I guess we'll just go ahead and end financial there. Like I said, not a whole lot happening. Hemorrhaging money in the 401k once again. Still, even though 4 consecutive weeks of upturn in the traditional stock markets. I don't know what to do. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm of course Gregory Guy.
My name's Casey.
And thank you for watching this episode of Banghead Financial. And everyone out there, remember to keep your heads up.